Hello people and welcome back to Talking Comics. As always, I will be talking about a comic story without going into any major spoilers, while also just giving my overall thoughts on the story itself. The comic I'm talking about today is Universal Monsters: The Invisible Man, a really great prequel comic to the classic horror film.
See what it means? Power. Power to rule, to make the world grovel at my feet.
Let's fight this thing out together.
Power, I said. Power to walk into the gold vaults of the nations, into the secrets of kings, into the Holy of Holies. Power to make multitudes run squealing in terror at the touch of my little invisible finger.
The story is a prequel to the original events of the original Invisible Man movie, showing Jack Griffin as he slowly tries to create a way to turn a human invisible, while also slowly showing his declining mental health. Jack Griffin becomes obsessed with trying to figure out a way to become invisible, as he thinks of the power it could give to one man. I really like this comic. I think what it does is really great, as it tries to give us more of an insight into Jack Griffin's thinking process, while also showing how terribly cruel he can be. With this comic, obviously it being a prequel to the original movie, I would probably suggest watching that original film before reading this. That's obviously at the end of the day up to you, but I feel like if you want to get a better understanding of the comic, it would probably be best to watch that original film. The writing in this is really good. The way they make Jack describe the idea of being able to move around and not be seen comes off really creepy and unnerving. Even the way they just visualize him thinking about it works really well. Now, obviously, because this is a prequel, that means Jack isn't the Invisible Man in the story, but does show him slowly trying to figure out a way to become invisible. It does a really good job at adding more to the original story and the plot without interfering with the actual movie itself. Visually, I really love the art style in the comic. It's very unique, but works so well for the overall tone of the comic. It just has this very dark and moody tone to it, almost like a noir film because of the very dark shadows, and it works really well for just that overall look to the comic and the tone it gives off because of the style. Even though Jack isn't the Invisible Man in the story, Jack is still a truly scary person. He's someone who clearly cares more about his own work and his own ego than those around him, with him even wishing to obviously disappear from the eyes of people, wanting to be able to move around them as a ghost just because of the power that he could have over them. Even side characters in the story feel like they're almost pushed away. And I mean that in a good way. It feels like we're missing info because Jack Griffin truly doesn't care about those around him. He isn't listening to the people who care about him or even love him because he's too self-focused on his own life as himself and his work. All he cares about truly is the power he could get from his experiments. He'd ask these dreadful questions about the state of the world, and any answer that didn't align with his own would put the ugliest grin on his face. There were times where I wanted to rip it off of him. I was never the one to speak up. If I'm honest, I enjoyed slightly slipping into the background of those moments, my own kind of invisibility, where I was the master of my own thoughts and didn't have to share them with anyone. My mind was back at the laboratory, with my strange little pet and the secrets in its blood. None of them understood. None of them mattered. I really suggest checking out Invisible Man. It's a very entertaining, short horror comic that does a really good job at what it set out to be, and that is a very interesting character study of Jack Griffin as a person, but also a decent prequel to the original Invisible Man. Like I said, it's not that long, it's only 5 issues I believe, but it is very entertaining. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you liked this video, then you can like it if you want, or maybe you hated it, then feel free to dislike the video. If you want, feel free to also comment your thoughts on the comic if you've read it. Though, as always, I would suggest to try and not spoil any big details, just in case new people also check out the comment section. But yeah, like I said, thank you once again for watching. That's all, and goodbye.